fine brass.
Brass is brown. Read.
As if they burn in the furnace.
So now we got brown brass that's burned in the furnace. What colour would it be? Very dark. His skin was that colour. Daniel chapter 10 verse 6. So Christ was a very dark man according to the Bible. We'll just get a precept to prove that it's actually talking about the colour of his skin. It actually says the words colour. 10 and 6, Daniel.
Book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 6.
Bring it up.
His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning,
So this is talking about Christ again. Read.
and his eyes as lamps of fire,
Like it said in Revelations, his eyes were red like fire. Read.
and his arms and his feet like in colour
Like in colour. Read.
to polished brass.
Polished brass, the same as the same Christ we read about in Revelation. So it's talking about the colour of his arms now and his feet. Christ was a dark man according to the Bible.
Sure.
The tribe of Judah. The Israelites back in the days in Jerusalem at the time of Christ were all dark men, apart from the white men, of course they were also there. But the Jews at the time were all black men, all of them. It's a fact, historical fact. So why did we get this image here? Do you know? So these people here came over to our country and they brought this image to show us that Christ looks like this. But they only gave us this image so that we see them as Christ. We see them as God, as deity. We see them as superior to our people. What does the Bible say? Deuteronomy 7 and 6. What does the Bible say about our people? This is what God says about our people. Read that.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it up.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So God says we are a holy people. Holy means to be set apart. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So God chose the Israelites, our people, to be a special people unto himself. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We were meant to be above all people on the face of the earth. God chose the Israelites to be above all people on the face of the earth. Originally, the Israelites were dark-skinned men, but because of the mixing in races, we all mixed up and we all became all different shades of brown. But the way we know we're Israel is not by our mothers, but by our fathers. We come from our fathers, not our mothers. So whatever the lineage of our father is, that is what race we are. Okay? So we just want our people to know that this is actually the devil the Bible speaks of. Christ looks more like this. You look over here, these men here were the founders of the major religions we have here in New Zealand today. So we've got the Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness, Mormon, Pentecostal, Baptist, and they all have one thing in common. They're all Pākehās, all of them. They all descend from this man here. This man here, his name is Esau. He's the progenitor of the white races. Jacob, who later became Israel, is the progenitor of the dark races. So the Israelites today, they're not, a lot of them are black, but a lot of them are also very fair skinned, because it all depends on the lineage of their father. But they mix with the other, like these races, and they became light-skinned ones, but they still of the seed of their fathers. You understand that? Yeah. So that's what we are there to teach. And but the main purpose, our main goal here today, is to teach our people the commandments of God. So Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Are you Island? Are you Island?
Aboriginal? Yeah.
Israel.
So is that Aboriginal from Australia? So their people were also who had their land taken off them. The Bible speaks of this. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. So you were read verse 15 first. So we were, as indigenous people, we had our land taken from us, our language, our culture, had our men killed, our women raped, and by these people, and that's how a lot of mixing happened, and we're going to read why this happened to us. Read that, verse 15.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it up.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So God is saying, if you don't listen to me, read,
to observe to do all his commandments
to do all his commandments, read.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Verse 49. So all these curses are going to come, and then it starts going into curses. But we'll get one particular curse that came on our people here in New Zealand, over and on to your people over in Australia. Read.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far,
So God sent a nation against us from afar. Read.
from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies.
So they came from the other end of the earth as swift as the eagle fly, meaning they went around doing this to everyone. Read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Tongue, a language we would not understand. So these people, the Pākehās, when they came in, they did what to our people, what they did to your people, and that what happened to us because we broke God's commandment. God sent those people against us. So what the reason why is because we broke his commandments. And we're here to show our people what the commandments are and to start coming back and keeping those commandments. One of those commandments are Exodus chapter 20, verse 8, and Numbers 15. So one of the commandments that we come away from, these are simple commandments, and they don't teach us this in the Christian churches.
Book of Exodus. The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
Bring it up.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it
Holy.
Yeah, so you know what day is the Sabbath day? Of all the days in the week, you know what day is the Sabbath day? Yeah, it's the rest day. What day is it? Is it Saturday? Exactly. So these people teach it Sunday. It's Sunday. Okay, read on.
6 days shalt thou labour and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So the Sabbath is God's day, and we are to rest. We're not to be working on that day. That's a commandment that we have to keep. Unfortunately, a lot of our people, because we're under their rule, unfortunately, a lot of our people have to work to support their family. The Most High God understands that, and He's giving us a time to get ourselves right in that area. We don't have to just quit our jobs. You know, we can, find a way, and the Most High will make a way for us to find a job where we don't have to work on the Sabbath day. Read that one. This is another commandment.
Book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38.
Bring it up.
Speak unto the children of Israel,
So speak unto the children of Israel. It's not saying speak unto everyone. Read.
and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their
So
garments.
fringes are these. This is what we're wearing here. Here's them. Read.
Throughout their generations,
Throughout their generations. So I have to wear them. My children have to wear them. Their children, so on and so forth. Read.
and that they put upon the fringe of borders a ribbon of blue.
So a ribbon of blue. We have a ribbon of blue also. This is also a commandment. Read.
39. And it shall come, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So we have these so that we remember God's commandments. We look upon it and we remember. Read.
And do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring.
So we look at them, remember the commandments, and not go back into sin. So that's why we wear these. That's a commandment. Not working on the Sabbath day, that's also a commandment for our people. So that's what we do. We come out, we teach the commandments. But these are only little commandments. Get Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. So there's specific ones for men, and there's specific ones for women, but most of them are for all of us together. But this one is for women. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So the woman is not to wear, meaning clothing, that which pertains to a man. So whatever is a man's garment, women are not to wear. What do men wear today that women wear also? Pants. Pants is what women wear that men wear. In the days that Moses had this, wrote this, when Moses told the Israelites this, women always wore dresses. Even my grandparents, they always wore dresses. They never ever wore pants ever. There's the pants came out by a Pākehā woman. She over in somewhere, I can't remember. Her name was Emily Bloom or something, and they named the pants Bloomers. Have you heard of the Bloomers? That's where we got pants from. It was a feminist movement that they created so that women can wear pants and all that. So that's where we get. That's why our people, our women are wearing pants. So that being said, we brought these scriptures out to you that women are not to wear pants. What are you going to do about that, sister?
Wow.
So that's what we want to come out and teach you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is. There's a lot more to the scriptures there, but these are the simple commandments that we can keep today. They're like, Stephen, get me Leviticus 11. So we also have a diet that we have to keep. Like we can't just eat anything.
So what church are you?
We're not a church. We are the church. As the nation of Israel, we are the church. So we don't have a building as of yet where we go to and congregate. We just get us four together. We congregate, we gather together, and that is a church in itself. So the gathering of God's people, that's the church. But the key word is God's people. Not everyone can join this church. It's exclusive. Only God's chosen people. You got that? 11 and verse, I think it's 6, about the swine. But here, the next one, 7.
Book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
Good.
And the swine, though he divideth the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
So that's going into the swine, which is the pork, which is pig. We're not to eat pork. We don't eat pork. So that's one of the other laws that we need to keep. There was sort of a hard one not to keep, but to remember to keep it, because we're so used to just buying certain foods and a lot of it's got pork in it, but we didn't realise it. So it was a process that we had to sort of get used to remembering that sort of thing. That's why we wear the fringes, so that we get, that's right, we need to remember not to eat pork. So we're better at it now. Read on.
In chapter 8, verse 8, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
So that's the pork. We're not to eat their flesh, nor touch their carcass. So if you see a dead pig, don't touch it. So that's going into. But also, verse 9. We'll read verse 9. This is also something that we should eat.
These shall ye not eat of that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So everything that has fins and scales, that's in the waters and the rivers, we're allowed to eat it. Read.
And all that have not fins, scales, in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So anything that doesn't have fins and doesn't have scales, like if they had fins but no scales, we can't eat it. If they have scales but no fins, we can't eat it. They have to have both fins and scales. Anything that's in the water that doesn't have fins and scales, we can't eat. That includes crayfish, shellfish, all those we cannot eat. We can't eat any of those. That's what the commandment is according to the Bible. So I don't know about your people over here, but over here, our people love our seafood, love our shellfish and all that. We used to eat it all the time too, go diving and get our own dinners and oysters and paus and all that. But it wasn't until we read it out of the scriptures and we realised, shit, we shouldn't be eating that stuff, so we had to stop eating it. That was easy for me personally, you know, to stop eating that. I didn't mind it. But that's another commandment we need to keep. So remember the Sabbath day, no working, no eating pork, no eating shellfish, or anything that has that doesn't have fins and scales that lives in the water. We can't eat it. Our women need to wear dresses to cover themselves up and not pants, and fringes. So fringes also go on the dresses of women as well. So those are a few commandments that we just want to teach our people. Just the small ones. We don't want to go into the real deep ones because those are quite, you know, there's quite there's 613 laws here. Yeah. So that's why we have these teach our commandments. Come back to keeping it. Yes. Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too. You too. Sister. Yeah. Cool. So long.
All praises to the Most High. Shalom.